Great rising. Great rising. Good morning. Salutations. Peace, peace, peace. I'm not going to be on here long, but I did want to jump in this rising and share. Y'all know I said I'm being quiet this week. I'm being quiet. I'm being quiet. Great rising. Peace, peace, peace. Hey, Coquees. Like I saw Lakeitha. I see AJ. I see Infinite Aura. Tia Moore. All of y'all. Grand rising, beautiful. I hope y'all day is going amazing. It is your season. It's your season. If y'all don't feel the energy, if you don't feel everything shifting, pushing you to your greatest expression of yourself, you need to pause. You need to get still so you can be intentional about checking in with you, checking in with the universe, and what it's striving to do for you. If you don't feel the shift, and the shift might be something crazy popping off in your life. The shift might be, the loss of a loved one. The shift might be somebody walking out your life. The shift might be you don't know how you're going to get to the next day. Financial troubles. Job. All kind of stuff can pop up right before a major transition or shift is about to happen in your life. All you got to do, beloveds, all you got to do is get still. There has been a lot of times and a lot of seasons, trust me, that I went through so much to the point where I was like, what the hell is going on? I don't know if y'all been in that space where you just be looking around like, what else can happen today? What else can happen now? Where it seemed like the world is crashing right before you. Everything that you built, everything that you have invested in, everything that you have poured into, it can feel like the world is crashing. The world is spinning out of control. But right before it completely resolves, beloved, there is that light, there is that aha, there is an epiphany, there is a moment of truth, a moment of stillness. I call it the gap. There's that gap between whatever you're experiencing and what you're getting ready to grow through. You have to be in a space that you're able to tap in that moment and understand what it's all there for. One of the things that I always strive to teach people is like when you're in the midst of the storm, when you're in the valley, when you are neck deep in the water, take a moment, be still, understand what the valley is happening for. Understand what the storm is doing. Understand what every dynamic that is happening in your life, what is it actually producing for you? How is it pushing you to grow? When you understand how it's pushing you to grow, when you understand how it's pushing you to become the best version of yourself, when you understand how ego is actually starting to heal just because of the experience that you're going through, when you start to tap into that mindset, you're able to push through. You're able to grow through. You're able to stay focused on the bigger picture. One of the biggest reasons that a lot of people experience the dysfunction, the chaos, the confusion in their life is because they don't have a bigger picture in mind. They don't have the bigger picture in mind. They don't have the destination in mind. If you don't have that focal point and that one thing that you're saying, nah, this is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm going to accomplish. No matter what, by any means necessary, I'm getting to the destination. When you don't have that as your focal or your set intention, that no matter what is happening every day, my destination remains this. This is what's going to happen. You'll get caught up in the whirlwind. You'll get caught up in the storm. You'll get caught up in the emotional instability. You'll get caught up in somebody else's drama and somebody else's pettiness. You'll get caught up in energy that's not serving you, and you won't be able to see what's on the other side. You won't be able to come through or grow through the situation you're experiencing. Make sure you're taking time. I know. It is a lot going on energetically. It's a lot of distractions right now. But all it's doing is shifting. That's what I love when it's shifting season. It's getting ready to shift everything out of your way that no longer serves you. Whether it's internal or external, you have to figure that part out. What is this particular season shifting for me? Are there external shifts that's going to help me understand what I need to do to become a better person? Or is there internal shifts that's going to happen in this season that's going to make my reality, my external world, be my heaven on earth? It's shifting you to become the best version, the highest expression of yourself. All you got to do is tap in. All you got to do is take a moment, beloved, and say, okay, how is this serving the bigger vision? How is this serving the bigger purpose? I might can't understand right now why I'm not supposed to be with this person. Why this friend that I done been friends with for years is walking out of my life. I might not understand why I have to be on this particular road by myself, minus all the distractions. Sometimes you're put in a season that you got to be by yourself so you're not affected or infected by other people's opinions, by other people's mindset, by other people's energy. You have to get in a space that you can hone in on your God self, on the highest version of you. Sometimes it's going to be just you in spirit. Sometimes it's going to be you and your ancestors. And that's the only thing that you need to be communicating with. That's the only thing that you need to be in contact with. That's the only energy you need to be around. Because what you have to accomplish, what your purpose is bigger than going out with your friends. It's bigger than hanging out at the club or the bar. It's bigger than wasting time and energy arguing about shit that don't really matter. It's bigger than the distractions on social media. It's bigger than your family beefing with you about whatever they beefing with you about. It's bigger than all of that. And it just requires you to say, I got to get still. I got to get quiet. I got to be intentional so I can hear clear, so I can get focused, so I can become the highest expression of who I am. You can't change your life in the same damn environment. You cannot. You can't produce this heaven on earth, this utopia that you're trying to experience. You can't produce that if you are constantly in the same toxic environment. If you look around and all your friends is broke, I'm just telling y'all from my own personal experience. When you take a survey and you look around and all your friends is broke and struggling, they gonna anchor your energy, boo. They either gonna be always borrowing money from you or draining your resources. And energy attract energy. Let me be clear, that shit transfers. When you look around and everybody is struggling in their relationships or they, on some independent shit, you gonna be part of that crew too. If you look around and ain't nobody got no goals and no destination, I promise y'all, those are the people that need to be shifted on out of your life. Now let me shift you right on up out of here. You are anchoring me. And if they real friends, if they're real people that's supposed to be in your life, when you're in, as my sister say, the desert, when you're in the valley, when you're in that hermit mode, when you're in the space that is isolating everyone else away from you, the people who are truly meant to be in your life will rise up in their vibration. What a lot of people got to stop doing is feeling like you got to get off your throne to get down and start helping people up. No, you got to stay on your throne. You got to stay in your position. You got to stay in your high frequency and allow people to rise in their frequency, rise in their element, rise in who they are on whatever level they're at. They're going to be inspired. They're going to be motivated. They're going to get their shit together just by watching you. Every time that you take a pause or a moment and be like, oh, wait a minute, let me pause and let me try to, I promise y'all, it's going to keep you stutter stepping because you focus on the wrong shit. You got to get really stable and anchored in your own position. And when you are anchored in your position, what you will be able to do for your friends and your family, the ones that are supposed to be there. Because sometimes y'all be trying to bring people who not supposed to be there with you. Y'all be trying to bring people who are hurting you. They sinking your ship. They the main ones putting holes in your damn boat. You trying to figure out why. Like, damn, why I can't get out this same position. I can't move from this destination. You can't move because that person is keeping you anchored down. You have allowed them to literally keep you in the same, that stuck position. Y'all going in circles. And I know y'all want to it's because I do it too. And I'm saying y'all, but I've done it too. I still do it sometimes. You want to see the people that you've grown up with, the people that you love the most, achieve success. You want to bring every goddamn body with you, whether they see their greatness or not. Because 9 times out of 10, you are greatness in the flesh and you're still recognizing that. You haven't even fully recognized it for yourself. And when you are greatness, you automatically have the ability to see it in other people who are around you. You automatically have the ability to see the God expression in them as well. The hard part, beloved, is they have to see it for themselves. You can't bring them with you if they don't see it for themselves. Think about how many people that became millionaires or them lottery winners, right? Think about that. The people that became millionaires or lottery winners, But because they weren't mentally ready, they weren't emotionally ready, they weren't in the position that they needed to be on the inside, that money be gone in like a year. Or by the time they realize and start waking up that, damn, I should have made some different choices, they done wasted a plethora of money. They done spent money on shit that they should have, listen, like, damn, did I just spend? I done been there, man. I done been there. I done been on a trip with some people and realized, like, dang, I just made X amount of dollars, but I done spent about over half of that on y'all asses. You have to, beloved, be willing to travel the road by yourself just a little bit so you can lock in. You always have to have moments where you can realign, okay, with your purpose. It's easy to get distracted. It's easy to get thrown off. It's easy to be pulled in a cycle, especially in today's society. We have so many distractions that we don't even realize all these distractions actually make us dumb as hell. It make us waste a whole lot of time, a whole lot of energy on doing absolutely nothing, and then wondering why you can't get to the destination that you set for yourself on January 1st or on your birthday. Because we always making some damn new rules and new, goals and targets that we want to reach. When we claim this new year, whatever you look as your new year come in. But somewhere you lose your fizzle. Somewhere you lose your motivation. Somewhere you lose your drive. And before you know it, beloved, thank you for the badge. Before you know it, you off track. You got to tap back in. You got to get realigned. You got to remember what the purpose and the destination. I'm going to tell y'all something. I've been specifically studying things this year to pull me in a certain frequency that I desire for my own family and my own life. I've been specifically investing in my education and what it takes to run a successful business and what it takes to become the best version of me. I've done this my whole life. I've been doing this since I was 18. But every year there's a different focus that I get locked into. What this year has done for me has brought me back to my original purpose. When I first started everything that I've done, and from the spiritual aspect, my main energy was pulled to, I wanted to have a safe environment for people to heal, period. I wanted to have tools and tangible things that I could assist people with in their journey. I wanted to be so intentional about making sure people didn't go through what I went through when I was 18, when I was 20, when I was 23. There were specific moments in my life that I felt like I was looking and searching and hoping to be a better version of myself, to end my cycles, to not have to experience some of the toxicity I was experiencing. Thank you, Neri, for the badge. And it wasn't until I really got into a space that I knew I couldn't run from my own calling anymore. I knew I couldn't run from my own purpose anymore. That I sat my ass down and I got intentional about, okay, what is it that I want to do? And in that moment, when I say it became very clear, I love helping people. I love being of service to people. I know that a major part of my life before I even knew it was a major part of my incarnation, it was that I was here to be of service to people. And it wasn't until I really got clear on how I could be of service. How could I create awareness of the thing that I see in so many? Like, I'm passionate about this, and sometimes I get so emotional because I literally want to see y'all become the best version of yourself. Like, I literally know that everybody has the capability to be the God expression of who they are. Each one of us has this beautiful, unique dynamic about us that makes us intention to meet whoever we're supposed to meet, come across whoever we're supposed to come across, to do the things and experience the lifestyle that we have, just so we could get to what our real purpose is, just so we can be whatever our expression is, just so we can birth who we're supposed to birth in the world, love in the world, produce businesses or ideals or function. Like, every one of us has this dynamic in us. But it's crazy because we get so distracted by surface shit. We get so distracted by, the people that come in our life and disappoint us. We get so distracted by the conditioning of society telling you got to look a certain way, be a certain way, talk a certain way, walk a certain way, live a certain way. We get so distracted by so many things. And they just keep adding more and more distractions to the world that you don't even realize. Like, damn, I just spent 3 hours laughing at TikTok videos and Instagram memes and, whatever the case may be. When I could have took that 3 hours and probably wrote a book. I could have took that 3 hours and worked on my vision. I could have took that 3 hours and produced something that would actually add on to what it is that I'm here to do. When I'm even if it was just, I could have took that 3 hours just to study who I am. Just to dive deep. No, I'm not saying that you're not supposed to have fun, but find ways that you can have fun that makes it so intentional. Have fun with your kids. Have fun with your man or your woman. Have fun with daggone how to tap into your inner child. Get off these goddamn devices. Get out of these toxic environments. Find new ways that actually help you raise your frequency, that help you raise your vibration, that help you heal who you are in the ego. Because that type of work, that type of dynamic, that type of energy really actually will, as I've been saying lately, quantum leap you into your future. Quantum leap you into your destiny. I had a conversation recently, and I've always be talking about this, like, because people always get frustrated, like, damn, I should have been, or I should have been doing this by now, or I should have, and, one side of it is, If you were supposed to do it, then you would have already did it. If you were supposed to be there, then you were supposed to be there. One of the things that, as we were rediscovering or living our heydays as a girl group when we was filming this documentary, everybody kept saying, they just didn't get a fair shake. They should have been, XYZ. And if it was meant for us to be more than what we were, then it would have happened on one side. But the other side of this is, in my opinion, y'all know I'm unpopular opinion, the other side of this, that everything in your journey is about your choices. Everything, beloved. Everything is about what choice do I make right now. So think about those. Remember them books that you could dictate what the ending was going to be? So you had the choice of, reading it this way or reading it that way, or like deciding, the end of the narrative. They used to have TV shows like that where you could click, what the narrative or the next story would be. It's the same way with your life. Every time we have a choice, that choice is either going to take us on a detour to the destination, to the end of the movie, or it's going to take us straight to it. Sometimes that detour is happening so you can pick up extra tools, extra gems that you haven't quite got. You ain't get it. Every time that we're being tested, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in a business venture, whether it's in your friendships, the jobs you choose, every time there's a choice. There's a choice to stay on the path and keep going straight. Or there's a choice for you to go left or right, right? And you have to be okay with whatever choice it is. I always tell people there are no wrong choices. Whatever choice you're making is the choice that you were supposed to make for that time frame. Because if you didn't make the choice that made this, from point A to point B shorter to produce the result, that means that there was some learning lessons that you still needed to develop. There's still some stamina that you still needed. There's some cultivation within self that still needed to happen. And you have to be okay with I had to go left so I could pick up this learning lesson. I had to go right so I could learn how to be emotionally mature. Stop getting caught up in, damn, I should have already been a millionaire. I should have already been married. I should have already had kids. No, you are exactly where you're supposed to be based on the choices that you have made. Now it's about building the confidence. And I don't know if anybody else feel like that this is what this year is teaching y'all, but I know for me, it is building my confidence in knowing that everything that I choose and desire to do in this season of my life, I am well equipped for and overly ready. Been ready. This is the season, beloved, to show you. It is going to show and prove that you're ready. Stop second guessing. You ready for the relationship of your life. You're ready for the business that you want to open or the career path that you're choosing. You are ready for everything that it is that you desire in your heaven on earth. Baby, you ready. Time might not have caught up with you. The people might not understand what you're doing or what you're saying. But when I tell you you ready, you've been ready. You were born ready. It was already innate in you. You just have to have the confidence to stand in it. You got to be able to say, damn it, it's my season. I'm here. This is my time. You have to get up every day, with the intention of what is it that I can do that is bringing my season, that's bringing my destination, that's bringing my target, my goal into fruition. How am I moving closer to my dreams? How am I moving closer to bringing these into a reality? How am I actually affirming and commanding to the universe, to spirit, that yes, I am ready. Whatever. No, that test ain't gonna work. You tried to trick me out my spot. Ego, you tried to make me choose left instead of right. You tried to convince me that I didn't need to do this, or I didn't need to do that. But you can't trick me no more. You can't pull me in an energy that I know that doesn't serve me anymore. You cannot convince me that this is not my time. I know and understand that this is my time. This is my season. This is what I'm supposed to be doing in this moment of my life. There's no distractions. There's no second guessing. There's just knowing. When you stand in that energy, beloved, it's different. It's different. You ain't got to call nobody to pull no cards. You ain't got to get a confirmation for the confirmation. You ain't got to seek out 3 or 4 different folks to help you make a decision. No, you know. It's that building of your confidence, your self-esteem, your ability to trust that you are ready, that you're more than capable of doing anything it is that you want to do. I encourage you in this week. We've been talking about yesterday. I talked about, if you didn't catch it, gates 33 and 19 were activated in our charts. And what this is about is going into our retreat, going into silence. I know I'm getting ready. This is probably going to be my last live for this week. I'm getting ready to get real quiet, real still. I already started, but that was on my heart. That's on my spirit to share with y'all today. I encourage y'all for at least 3 days, like until Friday, that if y'all can stay y'all asses off social media, I hate to say it like that, but stay off social media. Like, take the app off your phones. If you got a business, put your post that you need to post in one like SyncShare or one of those automatic posters for you, so it could post on your pages to keep the engagement up. Or just trust that the people gonna be there when you get back. I'ma just trust that y'all gonna be here when I get back, child. I know that right now it's about getting in that woodshed, getting quiet with spirit, allowing myself to be still and work on what this next season and this next chapter of my life. I know that this next chapter, I'm about to be 46 next week. I'm like, this chapter 46 about to be a fool. I already know, I done seen it. Every year I have elevated in my mind, my body, and my spirit. Why? Because I'm intentional about it. There's not a year that's going to go by that is not better than the last year that I've experienced. You got to get in a space where you say, let me take this moment. Let me take this time. Let me get still. Let me get serious. Let me get intentional about what I want to create in my life. What I want to create. What do I want to produce? What is the real destination? What's the bigger picture in all of this? Do I even know? And even if you don't have like a specific thing, like I have specific things. I've been talking about having a retreat space since for over 10 years now. But every year I get distracted into helping somebody else's business, to helping somebody else's vision, to helping somebody else's dream. Then I settled on, one dynamic of what it was. And, that served its purpose for a moment in time, but it made me realize that that wasn't what I wanted. And I knew that the destination that I'm here to build, what I'm here to do, is way bigger. And sometimes you got to G-check yourself, like, you playing small. Did you really just try that? You tried it. You tried it. You playing small. This ain't it. This is it for some other people. This is a piece of the puzzle that you're building for other people. But this ain't your thing. This ain't what you're supposed to be doing. You better get back to the vision, because I know what it is that I'm supposed to do and how the only way that I can help people for real, facilitate what I want to facilitate for real. I encourage y'all to do the same. Get quiet, get still, really get clear. Even if that just means that you just realize, like, I want to have a happy and healthy, loving relationship, or I want to be happy, loving, and single, and out here mingling and, traveling the world. Whatever that is for you. Whether that's, I want to be a millionaire or a billionaire, or I'm really good with, being a thousandaire. Because I've created a lifestyle that is conducive for that. Whatever it is, get real intentional about it. Because it ain't even about the number that you're making. It's more about, what do you want to experience in your life? Do you want to experience joy? How are you going to experience that? Do you want to be traveling, or do you want to be stationary? Do you want to live out the country, or do you want to live in your hometown? Do you want to have two places that you live? Exactly, sis. It's the quality. What is the quality life that you are choosing? And how can you create that? What will it be require for you to create that? What I will say, the more you expand your capacity, the more that you experience different things, you'll realize that, that might look different. It might look different for you than it look for other people. But make sure it's yours. It ain't conditioned because you seeing, some celebrity or some influencer, you know what I'm saying, popping up with the damn G-Wagon, or popping up with this big ass multi-million-dollar mansion. And now you feel like you got to have a multi-million-dollar mansion. It's not to say that you can't have that. I'm just saying you got to be intentional about, what does this look like for you? Do you want a house in the country? Some of y'all might want to live in a tree house. Ain't nobody tell you can't live in a tree house. Go get your tree house, child. Whatever it is, have a clear idea. What does this look like for you? What do you want to experience in this season of your life? And how do you break ego patterns and cycles that you are repetitively repeating? This is a great time for you to get clear on what things you got going on from the ego that keeps disrupting your narrative. I made this post, and it's funny because a lot of people don't like this post, but I don't give a damn. Y'all know I'm unpopular opinion. But it's like, being overly independent is a defense mechanism from constantly being let down. Women, and I mainly made this for y'all, that's why I ain't getting no likes. Y'all got to understand, sometimes y'all be feeling like y'all be shouting this independent shit, Now I got to have my own. And I'd be like, the reason you feel like that is because your daddy done let you down somewhere. Your boyfriend done let you down. A husband done let you down. Somebody in your life has let you down. Or it's been conditioned and instilled in you from your mother that people let you down. That you got to have your own. That you got to be so independent. And I am saying overly independent. I'm not saying that you got to be a weakling. Don't be no punk out here. But you got to be so independent. And it's basically because you have already convinced yourself, I can't depend on you because your ass going to drop the ball. I can't. No, that's the choices that you're making. Let's be clear. That's a whole nother live, and I ain't going to go down that yellow brick road today. But let's be clear. Let's be clear. If you have someone that's in your life, okay, if you have someone that's in your life that's letting you down, 9 times out of 10, that's a reflection of something that's unresolved within you. You have already put the frequency out that this person is going to let you down. This is why you keep attracting them type of people in your life. Whoever shows up in our reality is merely a reflection of our own subconscious mind. So if you're putting out the energy that I got to go get it, I got to go do it. Ain't nobody got me like me. I'm just saying. But that'll be in our Divine Feminine workshop that I ain't started yet, but it's coming. I just felt like I just wanted to drop that little keynote. Pay attention to the subconscious mind. It's creating a lot of y'all reality. I done been there. I did it. I couldn't figure out why certain stuff kept coming back in my life. I'm like, damn, why I keep repeating this pattern? And once it got to the acknowledgement of what was going on in my charts, natal charts, human design, gene keys, then when you have the acknowledgement of it, now you got to push past that because now it's a deprogramming of the mind. Oh, that's my shadow shit. Well, let me reprogram my subconscious because my subconscious already done bought into the ego. It done bought into my shadow. It bought into the negative narrative. How do I reprogram this thought process, this thinking, so I can become who I'm here to be, who I'm destined to be? Take the next few days. You don't have to. I'm just suggesting it. I know what energy is happening and popping for us all. So I'm like, I would just take the next few days. Just get quiet. Tell people you're on a silent fast. Whatever you got to tell them. If you go to work, just go to work. Just don't feel it. If you ain't, like, if you can, don't say too much. It's almost like putting on a cape. When you got to work, put the cape on for you to go to work. But take that shit off. Take it off as soon as possible, and as soon as you can. And then go back into let me get into reflective mode. Let me get into just being still. Let me get quiet. Let me get intentional. Let me understand what the universe really is trying to show me. I can't listen. I can't hear. I can't receive if I'm too busy being busy. If I'm too busy being distracted. If I'm too busy doing everything but what I'm supposed to be doing, which is tapping in the spirit. It's a beautiful time. We in Lionsgate. We got this triple conjunction happening right now that's specifically trying to shift you in whatever house is in. We got a lot of assistance right now to do some major healing and transformational work. Monday, I'm doing a reading for a special price. So I'm doing human design and natal chart, or, gene keys. I think I put that on there too. Or transit chart readings. Only on Monday for $99. Only on Monday. It is a $300 service. I'm doing it only on Monday. You can pick 2 charts that you want to have read. You have to, and I only did limited spots. If you click the link in the bio, it says Lionsgate Reading. Lionsgate Reading. If you click the link in the bio, you can click it, and I will help you with your story and what your position that you play in the story. This will be the only time it will be this price. Let's be clear. I'm not doing this shit ever again this year for $99. I'm not. I'm just telling you. It is going to be Monday only. If you can't do it on Monday, you will not get it. It's only going to be on Monday. I'm only doing a certain amount of people. Matter of fact, I think a couple of spots are already gone. So if you have been hollering, like, I can't afford the $300, the $299 to get my chart done, but I really want to know my story. I really want to know what I'm supposed to be doing. I really want to understand why I keep attracting these bum ass dudes in my life, whatever the case may be, right? This is the time for you to get that information. This is the time for you to, get on it while I'm being a blessing. While I'm being a blessing. And then you just have to, once you make your purchase, then you'll get an email trying to see what time works best for you so we can lock in your time, because I'm only doing it on Monday. I'm not doing it no other day. All right. I love you guys. I hope something I've said, as usual, has resonated with you today. It's your season. I promise y'all this y'all time. This is getting ready. The choices y'all make this week, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. The choices y'all make this week literally be things that you will see reflecting in decades to come. It's going to be your choices that you start operating in from this week. Clarity that you start getting from this week. This shit right here is going to be showing up for 10, 15 years later. So you need to get clear. You got to get still. You got to get intentional. And make the right choices. Know why you're making those choices. So you can, we trying to level up. We ain't trying to say the same. We ain't trying to repeat last year or this year either. All right? I know I'm not. All right? I love you guys. Peace.